your service. We had a good phone call the other day. I love your statement about this is a non-political position. This is a policy position, and trying to help our military and the things in front of us, because we've got problems. In 2016, 3 NATO countries, including the United States, they met their defense spend. Only 3. Now we've got most of them involved in it. How do you stand on that?
I think it's important that all the NATO countries live up to their commitments that were made at Wales in 2014, the 2% threshold that you mentioned. And I'm glad that more of those countries are trending in that direction, but we can do better.
Will you stay on top of it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I liked your, thank you for answering the nuclear triad question earlier, but just a yes or no question. Do you support the funding of GBSD and LRSO modernization? Will you support that, the funding?
So I support modernization efforts as a general matter. This is an area where I need to get briefed on the details, but I have no reason to question the STRATCOM commander's assessment on the needs of modernization. So once I get more deeply briefed on this, I'll come back and talk to you. But as I said, I support the triad.
Yeah, thank you. The Houthis in Yemen, they're coming after the Saudis pretty good, and they're being backed by Iran, and Iran's they're playing games. Houthis are pretty good fighters, and we're going to have some problems there. What's your thoughts about that?
Yeah, I think that Yemen is one of the more vexing and tragic circumstances in the world. The Houthis are not good actors. But the war itself has also brought about the greatest humanitarian disaster in the world, at least pre-COVID. And COVID's actually made it worse. I don't think that our support for the Saudi coalition has been very effective in pushing back Houthi influence. I think the best, strategy for reducing Houthi influence is moving towards a peace agreement that changes the nature of that government. Yeah.
Tell me what you think about Russia's economy.
I'm not an expert on Russia's economy. I will say in general that, Russia is very reliant on its energy resources. There are a lot of fundamentals of Russia's economy and demographics that are not in Moscow's favor. Now, some people take solace in that. I actually think it makes Russia more dangerous in the near term, because I think that Putin sees Russia as a country that used to be great and that is now on the decline and is trying to make the most of the power they have left before they sunset. So anyway, I hope that answers your question.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Tuberville.